Namaste and welcome back to our Border-Gavaskar Trophy analysis series. In our last episode, we discussed the thrilling start to the series and how it ended. Also, it was really very disappointing for the Indian fans and spectators. Today, we are going to dive into some of the controversies and talking points that have emerged, especially from bench players to on field clashes. We will cover it all. I welcome one and only our the great commentator, sports commentator, Chandramouli Kanviji. One of the Mr. Kanvi, one of the biggest talking points has been the non-selection of certain players like Ishwaran and Sarfraz Khan in particular have been impressive in domestic cricket. That's why they are in the Indian squad. But unfortunately, they were just mere travelers. So what do you think they haven't been given a chance in the series? What were the reasons?
First of all, Bapu, thank you very much for having you again in your new YouTube channel, Sports. Okay, then
Sports, yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
okay, and then yeah, I'm
Sports
just going through
corner, sports
the
corner.
sports corner, and I'm just going through the team, Bapu,
Hmm.
and there are about 18 players, okay, plus three net bowlers. And three net bowlers are were Mukesh Kumar, Navdeep Saini, and Khalil Ahmed. They were sent back later on after
Hmm.
one or two test matches. So 18 players, 23 support staff.
Hmm.
They had to charter a flight every time, probably 41, 42
Hmm.
team India. Okay,
Hmm.
yeah. Earlier we never had such a luxury, but now we have. We are rich. We can afford to it, and let's have it.
Hmm.
So coming to your point, Bapu, Dhruv Jurel,
Hmm.
who
Correct.
did very well in the absence of Pant against England. He played the first test match. He was unlucky in the second innings. It was a very close call, umpire's call. Okay. But then we had also two travelers,
Yes.
perfect travelers, Abhimanyu Ishwaran and Sarfraz Khan.
Yeah, very.
Sarfraz did very well against New Zealanders at Bangalore. Myself and you all were also witness to it. He scored a 150 runs. Yeah, 150 runs.
See,
Yeah.
talking about Sarfraz Khan, it also addresses, the this non-inclusion of players also addresses the team combination. In some of the matches, especially the last match, the team combination has gone awry. They brought in two spinners, and they could also bat. But if you really wanted to strengthen the batting lineup, it was very fair enough to include Sarfraz Khan or Ishwaran. And I remember in my when he was performing in the domestic circuit, I had written in my
Yeah.
UNI columns that he should
Yes.
be included, and thank God he was included in the Indian team because I found his technique very, very perfect and very solid. And one thing about Sarfraz Khan is that he's a back foot player on a pacey and bouncing pitch. You should have a batsman like Sarfraz Khan. And he has so much of time that we also have witnessed in Bangalore. So you are also there in the commentary box. It, so I think Sarfraz Khan or Ishwaran should have been played instead of two of the spinners. You can continue with this, sir.
Yeah. See, Abhimanyu Ishwaran scored tons of runs in the domestic matches. Only where he failed in the India A tour. He was there in India A tour. He was sent for that, and he was already in the original side, but he failed there. Okay, but he was there in the last tour also. I think when they went to England, but he didn't get a chance. He has scored a lot of runs. Sarfraz did very well against New Zealand in one innings. Later on, he failed quite miserably. And they thought that on the Aussie bouncy pitches, he may not be successful. He may not be successful without trying him. Okay, he's a,
Yes.
as you said, he's a cheeky player, very cheeky player. He keeps the scoreboard moving, and he's very good against spinners. Would have done very well against Nathan Lyon. Unfortunately, Nathan Lyon also didn't bowl too many overs in the Sydney Test. But Bapu,
Hmm.
as you said, we should have played. We read the Sydney pitch. I mean, it was we didn't judge it properly, I think,
Correct.
because
Yeah.
playing two spinners, and as you said, Jadeja bowled a few up and down overs in the first innings, second innings he didn't bowl,
Second
and
innings, sir, second innings, Washington Sundar only bowled one over.
yes, not 1 over,
And
not 1 over, two
and
balls.
the team management was, expecting that he will score big. Baba, you should have players with you, the top batsmen, you should have. But coming 8 number or 7 number, it's very difficult to score huge runs. Please
Why
continue.
are they coming at where are they coming at number 7, number 8, number 9? Because Rohit and Kohli were playing.
Correct.
That is
Correct.
that's the
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. And again, Dhruv Jurel, I mean, we thought he will get the chance in the final test as a batsman,
Correct.
and
Yeah.
very good short leg fielder also.
Yeah.
And as you said, Washington Sundar bowled very few balls. Only last about 5 to 7 runs needed. He bowled and he
Hmm.
got hit. Webster hit him for a boundary, and those were the winning runs. The only thing he was responsible for the winning runs scored by Australia,
Hmm.
Washington Sundar. And, the pitches differ, Indian pitches and Australian pitches. And in fact, these pitches on this tour, they were hell bent on giving difficult pitches to Indians,
Correct.
not the Pata wickets which they got in the last couple of tours. That's why
Correct.
our batsmen scored heavily. But these are very difficult pitches. Only batsmen with perfect technique. KL Rahul outplayed the seniors as far
Correct.
as technique is concerned. Yashasvi Jaiswal stuck there.
Yeah.
And whoever impressed, they were all, I mean, they had a very good technique. Even Pant, you cannot, he has very good technique. I mean,
Yes, yes.
if defense also he can play. He showed it in the first innings.
Yeah,
And he can,
when you watch Pant, sir, see, he
yeah,
may be attacking, but when he defends, there is solid,
yes,
talk, that sound
yes,
comes, and he plays it so easily and so late. That is the formula to, negotiate the pacey and bouncy wickets.
yes.
You
Even
just
Nitish
we,
Kumar.
we just watch Virat Kohli. I don't know. Earlier he used to go on the back foot and a rising ball he used to punch it through covers. Now that's not happening. Maybe he's become very old. Let us see, sir. Uh,
No, no, no.
yeah,
No, Bapu. His technique, I mean, he is going too much forward,
yes,
and so he cannot cut the ball. He
correct.
rarely cuts the ball, for spinners when they bowl very short. He really cuts the ball. And not a good sweeper also. I mean, not very good sweeper. He's a very good driver uh, of the back foot as well as of the front foot and punches also. But in case of Rohit was totally out of form.
Touch.
Totally, his
Yeah,
body language throughout this series was not good at all. When
correct.
captain doesn't score, he cannot command respect in the team, isn't it?
Yes, of course. Yes. And
And
let us.
Nitish Reddy, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, talking about Nitish Reddy also, when he, in the first 4 Test matches, of course he failed in the fifth Test, but in the first 4 matches, he was, as you said, he was middling the ball.
correct.
Like Pant, he was middling the ball. He was very confident in the first 4 Test matches. In the 8 innings, he was top scorer in about 5 innings. So that was the state of Indian batting.
And there was a discussion around Nitish, he should be promoted. I think in this test match, they should have promoted Nitish instead of, Gill coming at number three. I think that would have been a very good decision. I believe I'm not an expert on that, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Even Gavaskar and Shastri had openly said he cannot go lower than number six.
correct.
What happened? Again at number 7 only.
He'll
And
lose. He'll not have the partners with him.
yeah.
That is a problem. Even if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see, once we saw VVS Lakshman also batting with the tails, it is very difficult.
very difficult, very difficult. Even Washington Sundar failed to maneuver the bowling,
Correct.
farm the bowling when the tailenders were there. But we can't expect much from them when you
Correct.
don't. I mean, when the seniors are not performing, we cannot expect juniors to do very well every
And
time.
that too coming down the order.
They did their best.
You are also
Yeah, coming down the
a
order. Even
player.
Devdutt Padikkal.
It's very difficult to bat with the tail enders. You also played cricket, sir.
Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. No, no. We're talk about Devdutt Padikkal. He went on a tour of Australia with the A team. He was not in the original squad. He did well in the matches, in the A team matches. And then he was included in the first test because Rohit was not there. He was sent number three. Second innings, he scored only 25 runs, but he had a huge partnership. I mean, 75, 80 runs partnership with Jaiswal, which paved the way for Kohli to come in and attack.
Correct.
Because opening stand was 218. Then these people put on about 75, 80 runs. So that gave a very good base for Indian team to go for a big score.
Yes.
Even Devdutt couldn't play afterwards.
Yeah. So, Kanvi sir, another controversy has been the exclusion of, he's one of my favorites, Cheteshwar Pujara, and another favorite is Ajinkya Rahane from this squad. Both batsmen have been stalwarts of Indian cricket, and they were not there. I see Gautam Gambhir, I believe, went to the press and said that Cheteshwar Pujara, plays very slow, so he's not there and he has not scored a century. Okay, he has not scored a century, but his stats says that he has 40 average in batting. But we have
Yes.
two cases where one is six average and another is 15 average, and still
Yeah.
he's there. Don't you think this also, external team combination also is coming into this, the disappointment which we have undergone? They have not been included.
Yeah. Cheteshwar Pujara and Ajinkya Rahane, they are in their mid 30s. So are Rohit and Kohli, isn't it? So, I mean, in the last couple of series at home also, they were not considered. But those two players, Pujara and Rahane, have solid technique and
Correct.
temperament. Test temperament.
Yes.
Gavaskar is talking about the same thing over and over again. You should have test temperament. You cannot play with the T20 and one day temperament. You have to be different in test cricket. You have to grind, you know.
Correct.
Uh, but, unfortunately, Cheteshwar Pujara and Rahane were left out, and they were the main batsmen to blunt the attack and attack also, Australian attack also in the last two series.
Hmm.
But somehow they didn't find favor.
See, you're talking of grinding the ball, right? That role was given to KL Rahul. Boss, he is a package. He can be aggressive and also defensive. But if you go tell him to grind, it is not possible. So we should have had Cheteshwar Pujara or Ajinkya Rahane. Rahane also is like in the mold of KL Rahul, but Cheteshwar Pujara should have been there. And thank God somebody in the press conference also raised this issue. And there was some rumors also going on that Gautam Gambhir wanted Cheteshwar Pujara in the
Yes,
squad. I don't
yes,
know how true it is,
yes.
but the chairman of selectors, he was not ready.
But anyway, Bapu, they were looking ahead, for future. So others were given chance, and on difficult pitches, even you are comparing Rahul with Rahane or Cheteshwar Pujara. Rahul did very well in the sense two big 50s, 77 in the
Correct.
Perth Test when he opened with Jaiswal, 218 as opening
Correct.
stand. That
Yes.
was the highlight of the batting in the whole series. Batting high points of Indian team,
Correct.
218 runs. In cross 200 in total. So
Hmm.
many innings in the Australian tour, as you know. But Rahul is a natural stroke maker.
Correct.
Yes.
You cannot
So
ask him to grind the ball.
anyway, but Bapu, overall, Bhimanyu Ishwaran and Sarfraz Khan,
Hmm.
they should have given at least one chance.
Correct. Then what's the point in, taking them, those youngsters? See, they'll be highly disappointed. First disappointment was, India lost the series. Then these youngsters, they travel with them and they are not, even media is not talking about them.
Yes.
That is unfair, I'll tell you, sir. It is really
Bapu,
unfair. Only the media talks about seniors, the media talks about even Pujar also, it's okay. But what about these guys? And they have been performing. You also spoke about Jurel. He was fantastic during England series also.
yes, yes. There's a match winner at Ranchi. Bapu, I want to disclose something. One former Karnataka international player, we were just talking together. I don't want to name him.
Hmm.
What he had said was, see, when we have a disastrous overseas tour, the players who will be dropped are not the players who played. The players dropped will be those who are in the reserves.
Ah, that's quite. This is a telling, quote. Really worth, admiring it. Kanvi sir, the series the series has also seen some heated moments on the field. And the clash between Mohammad Siraj and Travis Head was particularly intense. And also, this Constance has been involved in few controversies, including a shoulder jerk with Virat Kohli and an attempt to rile up uh, Jasprit Bumrah. So, what's your take on these kinds of behavior, and even the greats of this game have, especially our great legendary Gavaskar has been very, very vocal about it that the ICC should do something about this. But
Yeah.
he's a very great champion of banter, on this, but sledging and all these kind of activities. So, what's your thought on this, and why do see we understand that Australians do these kind of sledging, but why Virat has to do all these things,
You
and
forgot one
even
more thing.
Mohammad Siraj.
Yeah. No, no, you forgot
Actually,
one more thing.
Mohammad Siraj provoked
Yeah.
Travis Head, and Travis Head should not have, that's another issue. But why Indians have to do? I fail to understand. Is it because of Gautam Gambhir's that aggressiveness which he had? He also had a brawl with Virat Kohli in IPL. Is that the culture they are trying to build?
Uh, no, I don't think so. But you forgot one more thing. Today we have seen it's gone viral.
I know.
Virat Kohli
Papergate.
imitating the sandpaper. Yeah, sandpaper.
Sandpaper gate.
See, Bapo, you are asking me why Indians are doing.
Huh.
Indians are doing now because Australians have stopped doing.
No, is it
Even
yeah.
Englishmen, they don't. No, no, sledging. I mean, very less sledging from the Australians and other overseas players because they all have to play in IPL.
Yeah, it also depends on, sir. I think Sam, this our Pat Cummins, he's not, no, he's not like
Wonderful.
Ricky Ponting. When Ricky Ponting was there, then Monkey Gate happened, and all these things happened. It also depends on the kind of leaders you are there in the team.
So much is talked about everybody else, but we have to appreciate Pat Cummins. He has taken our 25 wickets. He has scored crucial runs, 41, 49, 41 in the previous test match in Melbourne test. It was very, very crucial partnership with Smith and all. So, Cummins is a thorough gentleman. I mean, as we have seen in the history, no, I mean, captaincy is given mainly to the batsman or a wicketkeeper or something, not to the bowlers.
Correct.
But he's proved everybody wrong. He has been a wonderful captain. He has won everything. He has won everything. WTC Championship, this Border-Gavaskar trophy, they have got back after 10 years, and the ODI World Cup. What more do you
Yeah.
want? But he's still
Yeah.
so humble and concentrates. He doesn't waste his time. in sledging or anything like that. But Constance, Constance should be censured because he's just
Correct.
a 19-year-old, only 19-year-old. I mean, under 30 player in the in age in the Australian team. So he provoked. I mean, he's over aggressive.
Yeah.
No, he scored 60 runs out of 65 balls in the
That
in
also
his
was a
first
scratchy innings.
very
And
scratch innings.
the commentators, they were
Yeah.
all after that 60 odd runs innings, they started to compare him with Sehwag. Come on, boss. Where is Sehwag? That was a very streaky, and he could not able to play standing on the wicket on the crease.
Yes, yes.
That's another
I mean,
issue. We'll talk about it
yes, yes.
sometimes.
But even Virat Kohli was wrong in doing when shoulder butting
Of
Constance.
course,
He was nowhere.
be-
But he also gave it back. Man, Travis said Siraj also. Siraj was hit very badly by Travis Head, and Travis Head was on 140 when he bowled him. And what Travis Head said afterwards was well bowled. He said, I mean, the lip
do you
reading
think
was
that he told
different.
well bowled? I don't think so.
I
When
don't think so.
you
He's lip
watch his
reading.
lip syncs, he
Yeah,
doesn't sing with well bowled. He told
yes,
something.
yes. When a fast bowler with his mentality after being hit for so much, when he bowls a batsman out, he shows some aggression. When Siraj, the lion-hearted bowler, all the 5 tests, 10 innings, he bowled like a lion. He was. I mean, stamina. You should appreciate his stamina and strength. Because no fast bowler plays more than what you have seen last 10, 15 years in any team. No major fast bowler plays more than 2, 3 test matches I mean, continuously. Fourth test match or third test match, he is out. In that case, Siraj has been very, very, appreciate. We have to appreciate Siraj. Absolutely.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. See, talking about this Constance and Virat Kohli, see, cricket is not a contact game. If you are really interested in contact games, you play hockey, football.
Rugby,
They,
rugby,
there where
rugby.
contact. He did not have any business to shoulder push Constance, and
Yeah,
also Constance did not have any business.
yes,
Talk to Bumrah.
Bumrah, yes,
He was concerned with the opener, the other opener, Khawaja. Not him. He
yes,
did not have any business.
yes, yes, yes.
So, so what
No, no, he
what
wanted to
what do you
create.
want to say
No,
about this?
yeah, he wanted to create something and see that one more over is not bowled.
Yeah, that is his
But
within his rights.
yeah, that backfired, no? Jasprit Bumrah was fired up, and he got after last ball of the over, he got Khawaja caught in the slips.
Thanks to Constance, that
Yeah,
foolish, behavior, he riled him up, and that also, united we for the first time, especially after what happened, in the media that the team is not united.
yeah,
All this was stuff going, and they showed it on the ground that day. That everybody came in,
and I think
surrounded Constance. That was quite a picture
yeah,
worth remembering.
Bapo, yeah, Bapo. I remember one more thing when Dhoni was the captain. There were reports that there is a rift in the team. Sehwag is not agreeing with Dhoni and all those things. On overseas tour. I think in West Indies or something like that.
Hmm.
And Dhoni called for a press conference. He brought all the players on the
I
stage.
know, I know.
And showed them that we are all united, and they went off. That
Hmm.
was all. There was no press meet, no
Yes,
questions answered.
I
They
know.
just came in. They were united, and they went back. These funny things happen in Indian cricket.
Yeah. So there's always mention whenever this sledging happens, there's always mention of what is a banter, which some of the greats talk about. There in their era, there was no sledging and all these things, but banter. I just recall one incident, this Thomo Thompson was bowling, and all the fans in the stadium, they were, chanting Gavaskar, Gavaskar, Gavaskar. So Chetan Sharma heard it, and he, started to laugh. But what
Chetan
happened?
Chavan.
Chetan
That is what I
Chavan.
want.
Sorry, Chetan Chavan. You're right. Chetan Chavan. So when he laughed, when then Thomo, saw that he's laughing. Then he goes and he's riled up. He goes to him and he's wearing the helmet, Chetan Chavan, and he draws a cross and tells, "I'm going to, hit you here." So these kind of banters are okay, you're not telling, see, it's not like, uh, especially this monkey gate, if we recall, actually he did not tell monkey to Andrew Simons. He told Maki, which is very common when we used to also play cricket, all gully cricket and all that. We used to use all these words. Um, so just I wanted to, remind you of this, of banter. I feel banter should be allowed, not sledging. What do you think, sir?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I mean, you need something, on the field, you have to be aggressive. There should be some kind of banter if you need. But sledging, you know what happened? Sledging Sachin or sledging Lara didn't help anybody. So they
Yep.
stopped sledging them, isn't it?
Yeah.
In fact, they made them more resolute. So they were on the back foot. So they had to stop sledging Brian Lara and Sachin Tendulkar.
Lastly, sir, what are the takeaways of this series, and what you suggest to BCCI or chairman of selectors? We will you speak about it, and we will tag it and send it to them. No, I am
No,
very serious.
yeah, not much, Bapu, because I mean now we know where we stand. See, the reality, we have to understand the reality. Reality check we have to undergo because this is this has clearly showed we lost 3-0 against New Zealand at home, we lost 3-1 in Australia. So this is the reality check. And this is where we stand. Ours is a highly hyped team for all obvious reasons. So we have to stop this star culture. Everybody is saying that only. Gavaskar has said, Irfan Pathan was saying that. We have to stop the star culture. And once these top stars go, then BCCI has to work out something so that there is no star culture. We have to rotate the people. We have to bring in new, fresh faces. You have to give preference to the domestic players who did very well in the domestic matches. So that's what BCCI has to do now.
Now, if you are talking about star culture, so what I feel, I don't know, I may be trolled for this. Now, you see these two senior players, they have connections with Bollywood. That is another big lobby in India. The wife of Rohit Sharma is connected, is related to Salman Khan's brother, Arbaz Khan, and wife of Virat Kohli, whom he is married to. So that is also another lobby. I don't want to connect it, but I see. Means what I want to say is that they are larger than Uh,
Larger than life. You can
yeah,
very well say they are
larger than
larger
life
than
because
life.
of all these connections. I
But you
feel
know
so.
that
I may be
no, that is
wrong, but this is
yes,
how it
yes,
works out. The moment you see, sir, if the moment something goes awry or somebody has spoken about, especially Virat Kohli, you must, open the account of his wife. She's the biggest PR. She doesn't know anything about cricket.
well, Bapu, that is their personal affairs. We cannot talk about their personal things. But
No,
you
no, it's
know,
not
what
personal. What I'm saying, sir, the star culture is, cultivated from these PR giri nowadays.
there is
So
so
they
much.
have made a, unbeatable character. You cannot touch them.
I
This
agree. I
lobby is
agree
also
that
working.
yeah, I agree that external forces are also involved. So otherwise, we would have been hyped so much. I don't think we so much hype because these two tours will be a big reality check for everybody. So now we have to come down to earth. We were in heaven. We have to come down to earth. we have seen heaven also, we have seen the patal also, alwa.
Yes.
So we have to be grounded. We need grounded players. Then only we can see the results.
Mr. Kanvi, well said. You said this. You told that the star culture should go, and it will be good for our Indian cricket. And friends, that's all for today's episode. The Border-Gavaskar Trophy has been full of excitement and controversy and drama. We will be back with more analysis and discussion in our next episode. Thanks for watching. And please, if you're liking the videos, please do like the videos. And if you want to comment, please do comment because it will help us, giving some bites or discussions on whatever you want as a spectator or a viewer. So thank you very
And
much.
yeah, you forgot one more thing. Please subscribe.
Yeah, please
Okay,
do
thank you, Bapu.
subscribe.
Thank you so much for
And
having me. Thank you.
and you're traveling to Dharwad, which is also my father's place. So while coming back, please do bring Thakur's peda for us.
I know you did your post graduation in communication, mass communication in Dharwad. You
Yes,
know, I was born and brought up in Dharwad.
yeah. My
Dharwad is a
father is
great
from
place.
Dharwad.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
Babu.
Thank you so much. Uh,
Thank you very much,
thank
Babu,
you
for
very
having
much.
me.
Thank you. Jai
Thank
Shri
you.
Ram.